Very excited to have finally got my hands on an Epiphone Coronet. I've had my eye on one of these for a very long time. I'm a big fan of the Gibson SG Juniors and Les Paul Juniors for their simplicity, and the Epiphone Coronet has always been on my radar. The vintage ones, the value of these was going up and up, so they were quite hard to sort of justify that kind of money. But how exciting, Epiphone have finally reissued the Coronet alongside the Wilshire and the Crestwood. And I managed to get my hands on an ebony Coronet, which is here. And I was initially thinking of getting the cherry one, the vintage cherry one, but not available at the moment. So I got the ebony, and I must say I'm very pleased that I have. It looks stunning. It really does look stunning. This is straight out of the box, nothing done to it apart from it's been played for 10 minutes just to settle the strings down and stretch them and in tune. Apart from that, still got the plastic on the pick guard, action as it arrived and everything. So what you see is what you get. For 349 English pounds, and I think 399 US dollars, this is it. So let's see what it sounds like. So here's with a bit of gain. Okay, I went away then because I don't know if you could hear, but the intonation was too far out to be playing up the neck here. It's better. And the problem is if the intonation's out, which I'm sure you know this, but it's essentially the distance between the bridge and the nut has to be a specific measurement. And at the 12th fret, that's where you get the harmonics. The open string and the 12th fret and the harmonic have to be, you know, as close as they can. And the criticism that people have with fixed bridges like this is that there is very little room for adjustment. You can kind of get it there or thereabouts, which is generally good enough. It's worked adequately for years and years and years. But the problem is with a new guitar like this, that you know they're so cheap, they don't have time to set them up properly at the factory. It can sometimes be a little bit too far off for playing beyond the 5th fret. So the higher you get up, the more the notes tend to wander. And when you're playing, what I was trying to do then is play open chord like this, open A, where I'm ringing the open A string and getting and you know, it can, if it's not there or thereabouts, it can sound a bit nasty. Fortunately, Epiphone include an Allen key that fits this here, and all you have to do, generally lengthen that, which is just tighten these 2 grub screws up. You have to loosen the strings off so they're slack. Put your Allen key in, and I've just done this and it's taken literally 5 minutes. Tighten it up and give it a good, I mean, I gave it about 8 full turns on both of them. Tuned it up again, and now they're not too far out now. it's got a lovely open resonant noise to it. This is just through a Vox AC15. There's no extra gain on that. So you can clean it up by roll off the tone a little bit. Movement in that, but that's what's on 5 now. You hear the difference between the tone full up, the tone on 5. It's quite usable. Any further than that, I don't think it. It's nice with a bit of gain. Very brief bit of badly researched history. So this, I think, the Coronet was first released, I think, in 1958, and this original bikini fairing, some people, I think you like it or hate it. It's a bit Marmite this, but it did appear on the original ones for a brief period. So. Bikini fairing. It's not a fairing, is it? It's a logo. Idiot. Anyway, well done Gibson Epiphone for getting some historically correct features. This, the lightning bar tailpiece is a little bit of an odd one because this wasn't brought out till 1963. Prior to 1963 it would have been smooth and at a sharper angle to get the intonation correct. But I would say that the lightning bar is probably preferable, so they haven't gone too far. I mean, if they put a Tune-o-matic on it, I woun't have bought one, because that would be stupid. Although it would give it a different sound, so I'm not knocking junior style guitars that do have the ABL1 or Tune-o-matic bridge setup on them with the stop tailpiece, that's a different thing. You know, if that's what you like, fine. But for me, a wraparound tailpiece is perfect. You'll see a lot of custom shop guitars now with stop bar tail, you know, but by various boutique manufacturers using it because it sounds great. You know, you can hear. You can't argue with that connection between the thing. And for 349 English pounds, you can own one of these if you're lucky enough and they haven't all sold out by the time you get to the shops. I'm keeping this. The plastic is now coming off the pick guard. There you go. It's coming off. I'm keeping it. I'm going to scratch it up and make it my own. There you go. That's done. I'll get me naphtha lighter fluid out and remove the stupid stickers off the back of the headstock that tell me I can't put it in a dustbin. I wonder if anyone's ever done that. Joe Bonamassa would probably have a number of examples where he's found Epiphone Coronets in dustbins. And anyway, made in China. Well, well done, the Chinese and Epiphone and Gibson, well done. I'm going to go and find a bin for that plastic, and I'm going to play a little bit more now as well. Woo!